Welcome back. This is round 3 of 5 for the City Champs Avondale at Player Draw. I'm Daniel Inocencio,
I'm Gray Elman.
and today we will be watching a matchup between Daniel Espinoza and CJ Whitehill.
So, we know SB plays one of two decks. I wanted to explain, he has some variety other than making a Merit Mage.
Anyways,
hack.
we have fellow AZ Legacy player with us, Matthew Hackbert, sitting next to us. He is giving us a hard time, maybe. or just information.
He's being helpful.
He's being helpful.
Oh, you.
Anyways, so SB likes to play
Eldrazi
and Turbo Depths. As Hackbert conveniently pointed out, he is most likely on Turbo Depths. I do not know what CJ plays.
I don't think I've ever actually played against him. Oh, hey.
We'll find out pretty soon enough.
That's
That
pretty
is
fast
definitely Turbo Depths.
It's a turn 3 hand.
Let's see if CJ can disrupt it or survive it. He's got an Underground Sea for CJ.
The Pithy Needle doesn't seem great. And I'm just always sad with mainboarded Pithy Needles. I understand why, but...
With Turbo Depths, a large part of it is protection.
yeah.
It's a very all-in combo, so you have to
Into the north.
into the north. That's the one that gets a Snowland, right? So he's getting his Dark Depths.
Yep, and we saw him actually have a Thespian stage in his hand. Yep. Well, he still hasn't landed for turn, so... Let's see what happens here.
We apologize about the glare.
It's a Dark Depths. I can
It's
see
a,
a Merit
it's a
Mage.
Dark Depths, but seems to be, I guess the sun is shifting again, so the lighting is getting a little wonky.
Seriously, somebody else just built a little canopy for them. Built an enclosed room. Live that dream.
And he Pithing Needles.
Wasteland.
He names Wasteland.
Because you have to.
Hackbert, you play a lot of Merit Mage. Is Pithing Needle pretty much almost exclusively for Wasteland?
We'll also name Caracas or Mezavith with it.
Okay.
So Caracas and Mesa then.
Caracas or Mezavith?
Primary is the first one is almost always going to be In some harder cases, you might name Deathray Shaman in case there's a situation where they'd be able to gain life above 20.
Okay.
Especially seeing the Delta and the Underground Sea, the Brainstorm, versus Delta.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see it being Grixis Alpha.
I'm. That's a death ray.
Well, there's a
That's
Misty.
a Misty. So, yeah,
What? He's playing like Leovold Delver or something like that?
it could still be Bug Delver. We can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nice thing about Turbo Knives is that you generally don't have any creatures except the Hex Mage. So, especially since he's going for a stage good instead of a Hex Mage. Deathrite Shaman is not likely to be able to be enough to
Oh, there's the stage.
And he just made a merit lage. Let's see if CJ has an answer.
Ooh. He's looking. He's thinking.
From my experience, there's usually only like niche decks tend to have a main deck answer to a merit lage. Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of merit lage decks in Arizona, so it wouldn't be surprising to see at least some merit lage tech main board.
Well, it was also good for Espinoza because he had a Knot of the Soul, so he had protection.
So like even if they had an answer,
Yeah, it's unlikely that there would be two of them.
Espinoza's. That game was super quick. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen anything that indicate. Maybe if once he starts sideboarding, we can. All I see are blue cards too.
Yeah, I see a lot of blue cards. What?
Yeah. Definitely.
Man, I love Dried Arbor. Hardest walking land in the game.
Turbo Depths, I mean, coming from the land's perspective, Turbo Depths is definitely a lot more susceptible and a lot more backbreaking if you lose your merit lage with lands than lands, because lands you just reload and continue on.
Or you punch and cut your way through it.
Because lands is a very control-y deck. I don't mind if the game goes long, but Turbo Depths is definitely an all-in. Yep. Yes. With the popularity of Black Red, Reanimator, or with the popularity of Reanimator in general, the popularity of Merit Lage decks, surgical extractions should always be on people's radars if they involve the graveyard. Mm-hmm. You lose one, but you save the others. Yeah.
See, I think Dreadorb is my favorite Madman just because sometimes he's a mountain dryad. And he's just happy with his life. It looks like we're going into the next game.
So looks like CJ is mulliganing.
Hey, there were above decays. decays.
You
So
saw rough decays? That
yeah.
still doesn't answer the
No,
question.
but at least that helps to know that he does play green sources.
Yeah, I mean, you generally
Yeah, having a
don't play.
chop is not that big of a deal. A chop
Yeah,
or
having a
bite.
chop or a bite is not that big a deal. His Grixis Delver that splashes green usually only runs one chop as their only green source.
Or a Bayou, depending on what they're looking for.
I,
It really depends on what the color line is in the deck.
most Grix, I've heard of them doing that. I would recommend against it. And I'm sure if you ask a lot of Delver players,
Yeah.
they would say that you probably want the blue because you want everything to fetch blue and everything to
Yeah.
be blue.
Well, I'll completely admit I'm not a
Blue
Delver
is
player.
yeah, blue is your main color. And to strand yourself like having a Scalding Tarn and then not being able to get your green sources,
Yeah, like,
yeah,
or it can be like me and a lot of my friends, broke and not able to afford a trop.
we own Trops.
Trop. We own trop.
Trop.
It's my only way of casting Leovold in my Elves deck.
Yes. No, it's not.
Yeah, CJ going down a court hurts a lot.
So that's an interesting thing, because that leads... Yes, it does.
Yeah, it is. Correct, he opened
Yeah.
on once, not covered. And, yeah, the glare's to murder.
We'll see if we can do something about that between... SP plays the stage.
Yep. And
And
then
then into the north.
Yep.
This game might be over before it even gets started. Oh, wait.
Flusterstorm.
He flusterstormed it. Wow. I think it's absolutely critical that he flusterstorm that. Stop
Yeah.
it in any means possible because
Because that was a turn 3 merit lage.
that would have been a turn 3
and then
merit lage.
turn 4 kill.
The key to beating Turbo Depths is to...
The key to being Turbo decks is to just not lose that merit lage all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean, you need to disrupt them long enough to settle down, establish a game plan, and get into your game. I mean, there's a trop. I'm still thinking he's on Grixis Delver.
I could buy into that.
Except for the island, I don't know if it came from the sideboard, or I wouldn't think that he would have brought an island from the sideboard. So that's the only thing that makes me curious about what he's actually playing. Oh,
There's always the possibility that he's on,
it could be like
Griffin.
Leovold Bug,
It could be Leovold Bug. It could be, Food Griffin.
and then SP responds with a library of his own.
And his own Dark Depths. Man, I hope this is Food Griffin. Because this will be the second time I've seen SP just get his face rocked off by it. Library, why must you be so good?
A little bit of indecision from CJ here.
Well,
Yeah.
it looks like he was going to Brain, but he knows what's up there. He knows at least one of the cards up there.
I mean, he's got the fetch, so he can send
Yeah.
it away. And I think I don't know what's in his hand, but I'm thinking that's probably what he's actually looking to do is...
Yeah. So he's probably going to draw it, get rid of things in his hand he doesn't want, and then fetch them away so his next library is better.
Yes. Because he's gotta dig. Because...
Yep. So basically, it's not like your entire life totals having
Mm-hmm.
You are completely correct. He can go to one. It doesn't really matter at that point.
One life is this. Yeah, I was just say one life is pretty much the same as 20.
At the point where you've already dropped below 20, now it's the rest of your life level resource. If you can play the game where you're at 20 and you have a way to try to get above 20, that gives you a little bit more time to find an answer against merit that you can.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody plays Funeral Charm like me to get around a little bit of extra life.
But usually also around a little extra life, you're pretty much fine just punching again.
Generally, yes. The biggest risk is where you really need that 20 mechanic because there's some onboard answer that you only stop once. Something like Stifling or Not of This World, like Caracas, knowing that your opponent's going to get on.
So, he'll fetch down. Find his next snow-covered swamp. Seems pretty safe. Dressing.
It's probably looking to eliminate any possible threat for his merit lage.
Oh hey, he is on Food Griffin.
He's on.
Because that makes sense with the Ballista and the Baleful Strix.
Yeah.
His snow-covered swamp that he got off of a fetch land.
Yeah, he's a mana short, but I think at this point he needed to make sure that what he was going into, because he's probably like us, he probably had no idea what he was specifically what he was playing, what CJ was playing, and it's the safest bet is to
Correct. One Sylvan Scrying.
yeah, but with the position that CJ's in though, do you think that buying a turn is really going to get him much?
Yes. Food Griffin can just win.
Okay. Looks like a little bit of confusion about the life totals there. Or the life tracker. I know, right? And there's the Baleful Strix. And especially, not only that buys a turn, the Baleful Strix will draw him that card to see, get him deeper to see if he can get another answer. Yep.
Kind of sad that he didn't see the land there. He's like, man, would you please stop disrupting my hand?
It's another duress.
Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize. Oh. I think I might need new glasses.
Yeah.
I just kind of see blobs of color.
Oh boy, I still need to get a foil playset of that thing.
I know, right?
I wish I just had a headset for you so you could be in the corner being like, you're bad. It's this card.
I mean, we have an extra mic, but it would pick up pretty much everyone in the room.
Yeah. We do need to pick up a USB hub at some point. The big old one.
Mm-hmm. That way we can have more guest commentary for everyone. Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. But that's fine. The Griffin's now gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was saying Ballista. He's gonna get shot to death. Uh, yeah. If he has a blue mana creature, he goes off.
Does he have it?
He does.
And he has it.
Need something to do, I'll make a token.
But realistically, that doesn't do much for SB at this point.
Cast 300 million Missile Griffins.
Yep.
So, ridiculous amount of mana in pool. Ballista.
Yep. And that's game 2 to CJ.
Like we said, that one turn.
This revelation, so the needles are going to become very good.
Yes.
Now you know the name Walking Ballista.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we're guaranteed to see 0 Wastelands now. Because the deck is just so mana greedy. You need to have the perfect mana sources all the time.
One of the really nice things, too, is that since Daniel is now on the play in Game 3, the odds that he might see him play him a little bit more aggressively
Mm-hmm.
to find, the quote god hands. Because you could make a turn 3 token without even worrying about counter magic.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do it through his big stage, it won't matter.
And like, we know that Espinosa actually is a little uncomfortable in this matchup too. Because this is also what kind of knocked him out at the last Legacy City Champs.
I thought that was a learn.
You're right, it was a learn. It wasn't Blue Griffin. Still close enough.
They're completely different decks, Gray.
Still,
Just the same colors.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. Both of them use Baleful Strixes. Both of them have Death Eye Shamans. The same colors.
So, yeah, like I said, I think that obviously I'll get decently aggressively. I'll keep my turn 2. Problem is the next mage you get countered. But as I said, like, open onto the board, Thoughtseize, take a force, turn 2, drop Dark Depths, next mage,
Mm-hmm.
manipulate something.
So, surprise paper snag.
I mean, you never know.
Man, I wish that card saw play.
Curfew in my sideboard.
Oh, curfew.
Daniel didn't change any cards in his sideboard, did he?
Nope.
It is possible what he knew it was on.
He's also on a blue deck, so your choice is kind of limited. I mean, it's not like he has to rethink it and, oh, there was removal I didn't know about.
Playing last night at Deadly Sky Games can be I was playing Tim Fitz and I played against Brian Hearn in one of the rounds. And
Mm-hmm.
Metagaming is a thing. I full well knew he was on, and so I turned 1 and 2 the Chancellor of the Annex instead of something because I know he runs crop rotations and kites and Caracas. As it happened, he had a Caracas in his hand. I did not know this, but it was extra spicy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about CJ to know if he plays this deck with any regularity or, but it is entirely possible that Espinosa knew something we didn't.
There's also just the possibility that he sat next to him
That is true.
in the last couple rounds. Hey, hey.
Urborg into duress. That is a strong turn 1.
2 upper PKs, a Ballista, a Deathrite, and, Missile Griffin. Like, I'm trying to remember the creature's name. I used to play it in Standard. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I used to play Missile Griffin in Standard. I'd cycle it with, what is it, Back from the Brink. There was no counter magic.
None that I saw. He's got the stage, so he might be going for... Takes the ballista, probably. I think he's thinking the ballista.
No, you take the library. does. But you take the yeah, you
I
take
mean,
the library, so he can't dig, right?
yeah, he's probably looking to prevent him from digging. I think Daniel right now is just betting on winning faster.
On yeah, killing him on 4. And then Baleful Strix was a really good draw right there. Because it wasn't impossible for him to be like, I got a fetch land, I start chaining up on my death right into other things. There's the Dark Depths.
So he has an Urborg in play, so that means the Dark Depths can tap to make the Merit Lage itself.
See, the important thing is the polluted delta is now also a swamp. See, then he doesn't have to go sub 20.
Words can be used, doesn't mean that they're...
See, I find it to be a little important because that means that he could, in theory, leave the fetch up and just use it as a swamp, and then and then he can also eat his own creatures with the death right to help him stay up a little bit more. Maybe he needed the 4th blue. Oh, he made a Mist Hollow, which is fantastic.
Okay.
No, he's pretty much safe because all he has to do is. Espinosa has a black right now. Oh, there you go. It's Jury Steep. Yeah.
Yep,
I'm like, it was fantastic for Espinosa right there.
definitely.
Yeah, and like if he didn't have that, CJ would have the ability of blocking with Mist Hollow, eating it with his Deathrite Shaman, and then just recasting it and gaining 2 life.
And then you would almost think that he would just be able to block indefinitely
Yeah,
with that.
he'd just be fine being like, I've got a blocker. I like it. And I can understand why he left those cards out. He needed the extra mana so that he'd have the Deathrite Shaman to start eating and going deeper. There's a lot of questions on what could have happened. But sometimes it's a Sajiri Steep and you just lose out to that.
Yes, it is. Well, that's been another round of City Champs Avondale. This is Daniel Inocencio.
This is Gray.
And our guest commentator, Matthew Hackbert. Hopefully you've been able to hear him. I've been trying to get my mic close to him to pick him up.
Just cuddle up with some popcorn and blanket this round.
We have to be quiet because otherwise my voice carries well enough on its own.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to give those 2 players any information.
Yeah. We're sitting about 20 feet away from the players. We don't want to give them any information.
Just remember, kids, Stifle would have been really good this time around.
We'll see you in the next game.